This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Tyler Reddick here from 2311 Racing. The rush of racing? Nothing beats it. But Chumba Casino comes close. Chumba's got fast spins, fun games, daily bonuses, and all the action you can handle. Now that's a ride. Ready to hit the throttle? Get in the driver's seat and head to ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This is Rob Gronkowski from Dudes on Dudes. Applebee's just cooked up the ultimate option play with their new Ultimate Trio deal. You can choose from 3 of their delicious appetizers and pair them up with 3 sauces for just $14.99. Craft your perfect trio from over 80,000 different combinations in this flavor-packed plate built for one, or to share if you're generous. You can stick with the classic pairings like boneless wings and buffalo sauce, or you can spice things up and try some unexpected pairings like dipping chicken wonton tacos in our honey Dijon mustard. It's time to head to your neighborhood Applebee's or order online today. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
If you'd like to get in line on the phone lines, 800-320-5326. Chat about the Vikings loss to the Atlanta Falcons. Anything National Football League related is invited. Also, talkbacks for the final segment during the Steve's Appliances Marathon. And that'll come up again about 10-15 minutes from now, and good morning. So with you and Alec of The Athletic co-hosting the Friday Football Feast, I'm certainly not glad the Minnesota Vikings lost a game. But sitting next to you at the Friday Football Feast, Buffalo Wild Wings, Coon Rapids, and Nordo's one of the co-hosts now for each and every feast. For you to be there in that energetic atmosphere and just see how dialed in you were, and asked you a couple of times, you having a good time? What do you think? Stuff like that.
That was great.
And you loved it. I mean, it was amazing. So you're really, really happy that you're there. Well, now Buffalo Wild Wings Maplewood this Friday, where off a loss, it can be the Friday Football Least, where the L replaces the F, and the feast becomes the least. I ain't talking about the crowd, but it'll be quieter, and you'll see. It's these fans who use the Friday Football Feast as a football-related diversion. A lot of people take off work. They take their kids out of school or out of school early, and they get there early. And people have seen with Nick Madden or the at KFAN 1003 tweet machine that people will wait in line beginning at like 6:30, 7:15 in the morning. So they, don't get shut out on seats because it's generally a packed house, but so that they get a seat in a good spot where they can make sure they hear the show. And that may be the case on Friday, but you will quickly gain the feel for what hundreds or how many ever attend feel after a loss on a Friday into a weekend game. And then they start imbibing. And then it gets a little looser.
Yeah, and then people cheer up again.
Yeah, third or fourth quarter of the Friday Football Feast, we can't lose. We're going to win 3 in a row, 4-1 into the Jalen Hurts game. And
correct.
It's great to see you guys. Nordo, great job with the tribute the other day, which it really was, standing ovation again. And it's great to have you here. Alec, I don't even know what The Athletic is, but holy cow, you're just really, really good on the microphone. So you'll see Friday, the the face change. Copyright Ricky Rubio, I need to change my face. There will be a face change into the football feast this Friday, and it's not incumbent upon us to sell hope in a way that blindly energizes the tribe, energizes the village. It just has a way of taking care of itself, and I think you're really going to enjoy yourself Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited to be there in Maplewood. I anticipate again. I mean, you still have beer, you have wings, you use your PTO for a Friday off from work. People are going to find their way to a good mood. But yes, in the way that after the fourth quarter of the opener, you're able to have a certain type of conversation in Coon Rapids that you just simply can't logically engage in this Friday. It can't be take a step off of that. Let's see early McCarthy versus what we saw late. We saw nothing that any of us really wants to ever see again if it could potentially be helped. We're sweating injuries. We're sweating all of these things, the growth of a kid on the fly. Yeah, the conversation's going to be different, but every feast that I've ever been to, whether it was in Coon Rapids, done a few at Chanhassen when it's like some Thursday night related L and a 5-hour flight from somewhere. Feels like, it feels like every primetime game the night before a feast when we've done it that way, it's always Seattle. It's always West Coast.
What about Dinkytown? you did the dink, didn't you?
I did Dinkytown. Warren was there. So, I mean, if that tells you anything. No, the crowd in Maplewood, I'm gonna be excited to spend time with them and figure out how this team can bounce back and beat the Bungles.
IMB, Inside Marconi Business. Do I need to break now and at like 45?
Yeah.
All right. When we return, we're going to share some last times with you regarding the Minnesota Vikings. And also, what about some Vikings who have left the nest, who have left the covenant? What kind of days did they have yesterday?
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will. This is Julian Edelman from Games with Names. Anyone else feeling hungry? Because Applebee's just cooked up the ultimate option play with their new Ultimate Trio deal. You can choose from 3 of their delicious appetizers and pair them up with 3 sauces for just $14.99. Craft your perfect trio from over 80,000 different combinations in this flavor-packed plate built for one, or to share if you're generous. You could stick with the classic pairings like boneless wings and buffalo sauce, mozzarella sticks and marinara, or brew pub pretzels with white cheddar beer cheese. Or you could spice things up and try some unexpected combinations like dipping chicken wonton tacos in their honey Dijon mustard. The choice is yours. The Ultimate Trio is the perfect way to hit all your cravings in one plate and turn appetizers into an entree. It's time to head to your neighborhood Applebee's or order online today. That's eating good in the neighborhood. This is Julian Edelman from Games with Names. Football is back. That means it's tailgate time. And this season, the only meat going on the grill is Dietz and Watson. Some of my favorites are the Black Angus Dietz dogs, the Italian-style chicken sausage, and the Asiago spinach chicken sausage, just to name a few. Oh, and I love the jalapeno mustard. It's flavor-packed, and you could just tell Dietz & Watson uses the highest quality meats in every bite. Dietz & Watson was born in Philly in 1939, and they've been doing it the right way ever since. Visit DietzandWatson.com/the right way to learn more about the Dietz difference.
Be right back.
Good morning, Northern PA. Love the show. Love you guys. And thanks for trying to talk me off the ledge. As always, it feels like. Just a quick comment. I hear a lot of people commenting on we need to get Van Ginkel back. But does that tell us that Dallas Turner isn't the guy? Just a question. Thanks, Old Vikes.
Well, I would need the guy defined, and I can define it by saying if you trade significant assets to move up to identify and get somebody, and then the steam on him as he comes into the NFL is, whether it's the combine or you have a private visit and, my man spits out the plays and the coverages and the assignments and the responsibilities as well as a rookie can. And then you get to where we are now. The question is, the question I would imagine would be within the covenant is, what does he do exceedingly well like first round picks do? Is it his pass rush? That has been a no so far. It's not that it's bad, but is it next level? No. Is it his run stopping? Well, that next level point would be no. But getting too far down the road on it at this stage of a young man's career, where he made his first start last night. So when you draft Turner after you've signed Grenard and Van Ginkel. You don't sign Van Ginkel and Grenard thinking, that they're just going to be mediocre. Now, if I don't know if anybody would concede this, but what they got from them last year exceeded a fair amount of expectations. And I'm not speaking for those in the building because they can say, no, we saw this coming. My retort would be, well, what did you think would happen with Dallas Turner in that circumstance? And are you seeing that? And I'd be curious to know what the response is. So Turner made his first start last night. Still has a lot to learn. I'm not, I ain't trying to be Bill Belichick defensive savant here. It's just from a productivity standpoint, is it where they thought it would be? So very fair talk back. Anything else? You want to start rattling off some stuff?
Let me see here. I got, I like this idea, or at least it intrigues me.
Hey, this is Jordan from Albert Lee. As much as I hate losing games, I think this loss actually might be a good thing. It slaps us in the face, shows us that we got a lot of work to do yet. There's going to be ups and downs with the rookie quarterback play, but I think we learned a lot from this game that we might not be as good as we think we are, and we got some work to put in.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I'm not big on saying, or piggybacking the oxymoron that a loss when you only have 17 tries is good. But contextually, I can understand what you're saying. It's just the more I watch it back, and I'm now up to the third quarter on watching some things. There are downfield routes, but it's, the coverage Atlanta posed with the way they doubled Jefferson in sneaky fashion. They had Hawkinson all doubled and tripled up middle of the field. Naylor was the right guy to find in a circumstance like this, and McCarthy generally tried to find him. All right, now, as remedial as that may sound, well, that's a step, is identify where to go with it and then go there with it because the coverage dictates that's where you should go. But as we mentioned earlier, on the first, second, and or third drive of the game, there were some swings to Aaron Jones that would have gone for a lot of yardage. And he either missed them both or he didn't have time to get to one that probably would have been a touchdown if Jefferson holds his block. Okay, well, that's part of the process too. But Naylor is the one receiving the least coverage. Thielen also. I mean, Adams getting singled by corners 2, 3, and or 4. He's finding Adam like he did a couple of times in key moments last night. So those are the baby steps that these kids take. They're both in their second years. They're both 22 years of age, and this is not saddening me. It's like through the first 3 quarters at Soldier Field, it was so abnormal from what we've seen from a Kevin O'Connell offense. And the Dobbs, Jaron Hall stuff, that goes off to the side because those guys weren't supposed to play and had to play. McCarthy's supposed to play. And they like who they have behind him in Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer. But it's like with 16 and a half to go, halftime-ish or after the pick 6 at Soldier Field, that's at least from my standpoint, calling the games or talking to people, it's not the time to become like quasi mad or overly emotional. It's just way too early in the process for this quarterback. And so that's kind of how I'm looking at it. I mean, I didn't leave the game last night crestfallen. Atlanta's better than I thought. And that does not include Michael Penix Jr. I like Michael. I don't love Michael. They're going through the same thing with Penix Jr. right now. The Vikings are
100%. They are
with McCarthy.
Yeah,
where you run the pistol formation as frequently as they do because you want deception for the defense to think you're in the short shot. Now you're going to go offset with Charlie Warner, who never catches passes, so you know that. But he's a really good run blocking tight end. And you got Bijan or Algier back there too. Well, Penix is pretty good with the play action. He's pretty good booting out to the right despite being a left-handed quarterback. But it's all short stuff. It's all bam, step, fire. 5-step, fire fast.
And he wasn't crisp in the red zone, which led to kind of things hanging around maybe longer than they should have.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot to learn and very much a ton of room to grow as well, Penix does.
But I like the approach they're taking where their pass rush was bottom echelon last year. So they bring in the Bulldog, Jalen Walker, and he was nondescript in his first game, took off last night. James Pierce Jr., 27, first-round pick from Tennessee, game changer in the SEC. Nondescript in his first game, came together a little better last night.
Yeah.
Floyd, I think, is a decent signing for them. Not great, but late in the season, maybe it'll change. He plays 2 plays, misses 4 or 5, plays 2, misses 4 or 5. That's what happens to old people. The strength of their defense is their safeties. Xavier Watts is a player. Now, it was Xavier Watts who they made the mistake of singling Jalen Naylor with, and he thought he could run with him, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, McCarthy missed him on the 72. So they learned a lesson with their kid. All right, let's pump the brakes on 31, running with 4-2, 4-3 guys. But Watts had a couple of defensive touchdowns the last 2 years for Notre Dame, like 13 interceptions. Bates gets to the end zone with pick 6s, and he has 24 interceptions in his career. And, when he hits you, you stay hit. So they're antithetical to the way people believe you're supposed to build teams, where their strength is actually at the back of the defense, but they're fortifying the front to complement the back. A.J. Terrell Jr., always been a good to very good corner. But, they start Mike Hughes, all right? And with all due respect to Mike, I just don't know if maybe he is a starting corner on a Super Bowl-type team. But they really found a way to hide him last night.
Yeah.
There were not a lot of passes the way of 21.
That's where, I just feel, I am repeating myself. Until I didn't leave the game thinking this is the worst offense that we've seen in the Kevin O'Connell tenure. We know that.
Yes.
But there were supposed to be issues. There were supposed to be growing pains. I truly can. I'll probably say it again 5 times again tomorrow. It's so difficult for me to judge J.J. McCarthy until I see Christian Darrisaw into Donovan Jackson and I'm watching this head thing because Ryan Kelly's had concussions before, And it's difficult for me at this stage to say what I liked or didn't like about Juergens. But I need to see Kelly into Fries, into Brian O'Neill. And I don't know, maybe this is done. I'd like to see C.J. Ham back there. I wonder how much C.J. Ham is impacting the situation as well. So
pass protection, good point.
And so when I'm watching this thing, and there are moments, he made some awful throws last night, just getting around at kid's second start in the NFL. He made some bad throws, no doubt about it. But at the global view, the 20,000-foot view, I can't tell you what JJ can do or not do when I'm watching him having to run for his life a half second after he gets the snap early in the game when Jalen Naylor beat his guy like he did on the 72-yard one, and JJ didn't even get the chance to overthrow him. Right. Early in the game, we go for it on fourth, and there's a snap issue on the exchange. So I can't, until I see this roster that is supposedly built to win now, the roster I'm super excited about, until I see it, it's tough for me to get really, really angry or hard on the kid QB.
Well, the Vikings failed to score a touchdown last night. All right, so that's obviously not preferred. They did it twice last year and found a way to win 14 games. They didn't score a touchdown in the that L season finale at Ford Field, and they beat Jacksonville 12-7 on Parker Romo's 4 field goals.
Man, he was good last night.
If you're Young Wei Koo, how do you watch the game? I mean, like when you watch the game, are you rooting against somebody to mess up? Because that inherently means your team probably would lose. Do you even watch the game after they told you, we don't even want you to travel with us?
Yeah, brutal.
I just wonder how Young Wei Koo watched that game last night, and then Romo's lights out on everything. All right, the Minnesota Vikings allowed 6 sacks last night. Atlanta had just 1 last year. Again, nice picks with Walker and Pierce Jr. They're starting to come together. Rookies Billy Bowman Jr. and Xavier Watts each snagged their first career interceptions. The point being here is you don't want to be on the wrong side of people achieving firsts when they're that of positivity, and that kind of was a common thread last night. The Vikings have 0 interceptions through 2 games. Be mindful, we had 24 last season, number 1 in the NFL by 5 over the Houston Texans.
That's a massive talker with the plus minus and how many extra opportunities we got last year with those takes, man.
Yes, sir.
We're going to watch that.
Into the Bengals game, Cincinnati will not have Joe Burrow. He's probably going to miss the rest of the season, certainly 3 months minimum. And now you get Jake Browning, former Viking, coming into U.S. Bank Stadium like Parker Romo did. And well, we know what Parker did last night with his right foot. We'll see what Browning can do with his right arm. We'll be
Tyler Reddick here from 2311 Racing. The rush of racing? Nothing beats it. But Chumba Casino comes close. Chumba's got fast spins, fun games, daily bonuses, and all the action you can handle. Now that's a ride. Ready to hit the throttle? Get in the driver's seat and head to ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
This is Julian Edelman from Games with Names. Anyone else feeling hungry? Because Applebee's just cooked up the ultimate option play with their new Ultimate Trio deal. You can choose from 3 of their delicious appetizers and pair them up with 3 sauces for just $14.99. Craft your perfect trio from over 80,000 different combinations in this flavor-packed plate built for one, or to share if you're generous. You could stick with the classic pairings like boneless wings and buffalo sauce, mozzarella sticks and marinara, or brew pub pretzels with white cheddar beer cheese. Or you could spice things up and try some unexpected combinations like dipping chicken wonton tacos in their honey Dijon mustard. The choice is yours. The Ultimate Trio is the perfect way to hit all your cravings in one plate and turn appetizers into an entree. It's time to head to your neighborhood Applebee's or order online today. That's eating good in the neighborhood. This is Julian Edelman from Games with Names. Football is back. That means it's tailgate time. And this season, the only meat going on the grill is Dietz and Watson. Some of my favorites are the Black Angus Dietz dogs, the Italian-style chicken sausage, and the Asiago spinach chicken sausage, just to name a few. Oh, and I love the jalapeno mustard. It's flavor-packed, and you could just tell Dietz and Watson uses the highest quality meats in every bite. Dietz and Watson was born in Philly in 1939, and they've been doing it the right way ever since. Visit DietzandWatson.com/the right way to learn more about the Dietz difference.
Right back.
False alarm, sorry.
What happened? In closing, the 9 to noon radio show likes to follow what some do on a weekly basis after they leave the covenant. Like Jake Browning, former Vikings quarterback. We'll see him next week, or we'll see him Sunday. 21 of 32, 241 yards, 2 TDs, 3 interceptions against Jacksonville, but he found a way to get the money. Browning starting for the Bengals with Burrow having some toe tumult. The Detroit Lions, Marcus Davenport, he sacked Caleb Williams, and then he hurt his shoulder, and he didn't return. Sam Darnold, 22 of 33, 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks in a win at Pittsburgh. Patrick Jones and DJ Wanham, a couple of former edge guys for the Vikings, 0 sacks for Carolina at Arizona, but DJ Wanham had an interception. And then we saved the worst for last, simply because he was in the covenant as a project, and he wanted to start, and he knew he wouldn't start here over J.J. McCarthy. And boy, is he starting for Indianapolis. Danny Dimes, a couple of touchdowns, 1 rushing, 316 passing yards yesterday on 23 of 34. And the Indianapolis Colts are undefeated. Thank you for listening. Kevin O'Connell joins 9 to noon tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the elongated X's and O's chat. Until then, can't wait to chat with you. Here comes Big Daddy Khan to put the wrap on the show.
Big boy's back! The game is over.
Good stuff. There are many, many positives I can get out of this game.
Week 2 familiar primetime strife. JJ got his steps in, running for his life. 6 sacks on the kids. Is that a real number? Oh, cool. You thought it was bad. Here comes Rouse in for school. You got to use the right tool, they say in the trades. Depth being tested. Did they get passing grades? Bijan was fantastic. That wasn't out of the blue. And Versus hit us early with a young Hoku. Hawkinson stuck on a milk carton. Aaron Jones left with his hamstring smarting. Naylor got loose, earned his nickname Speedy, but the QB missed him, left a scoreboard needy. And TCO tomorrow, getting to see the boss. We'll be twice as excited as our girl Rhonda Moss. Early week tension gone, no yelling or pacing, but my guys, let's get the ball to Jordan Mason.
Good golly. Oh, this is disgusting.
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show, or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Fox One is now live. It's the new way to stream all your Fox favorites all in one place. That means NFL Sundays and college football games, breaking news with the Fox voices you trust, and your favorite shows streamed as they happen so nothing gets spoiled. With Fox One, you get it all live. Edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping moments, and that feeling like you're right there in the action. Start your 7-day trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. Fox One, we live for live. Streaming now.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
Does Friendly have a taste? If it does, it's probably like Hello's peppermint-flavored anti-plaque and whitening toothpaste. Brush away plaque, show tartar who's boss, and remove surface stains to naturally whiten. Hello's thoughtful and flavor-forward products make brushing your teeth feel like a confetti-filled bathroom dance party. So say hello to Hello with the always cruelty-free, never tested on animals toothpaste that's made to spread smiles. Visit HelloProducts.com and let Hello add some everyday yay into your life.